Hi guys, it's Shamsa and welcome back to my little kitchen. Now today the recipe that I've got for you is a fantastic recipe. Takes me back to my childhood every single time I make this. It's the recipe for Missi Roti, which in Punjabi is also known as Miss Di Roti. Now Miss Di Roti is a very unique roti. It's made with gram flour and a little bit of chapati flour as well. And it's honestly such an amazing roti to make. You can have it with a curry, but I honestly recommend eating Miss Di Roti just on its own with a good glass of lassi and just a dollop of butter on top, and you can't go wrong. Let me run through the ingredients with you quickly and then we'll start cooking. So the ingredients you're going to need is 500 grams, which is 2 cups of besan, which is gram flour. I've got 1 cup here, which is 250 grams of chapati flour. Now that's whatever you use at home. I use elephant atta, which is the medium chapati flour, but again, whatever you use at home, use that. I've got 1 medium red onion, which I've finely diced. We need salted butter, and I have the following spices. I've got 1 teaspoon of salt, carrom seeds, which are known as ajwein. I've got 1/4 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and I've got 2 green chillies, which I've sliced finely. And we also need water for when we come to make our dough, and we need extra dry flour for when we actually roll our chapatis out. So let's start cooking. So to make the dough for the Miss Di Roti, we're just going to take all our ingredients and we're just going to pop them into a larger bowl. So straight in with my gram flour. There's no need to sift this. Then straight in with my chapati flour, and I'm going to throw in my onions, the salt, the carrom seeds, ajwein, my green chilies. Again, add according to your personal preference. If you like it hot, then obviously add slightly more in or less in. And then straight in with the turmeric powder, and we're just going to mix everything so it's really nicely combined. So all those onions that we've like diced finely kind of like break up, so they're all separated. There we are. And the reason why I'm wearing gloves, guys, is because this is a really sticky dough, and it's not your average chapati dough. This is more stickier because you're working with gram flour, and it is sticky, so it helps prevent it sticking too much to my hands, so I had to wear gloves. And then straight in with the cold water, and we're just going to add a little bit in at first and just move the dry ingredients around in that, and then obviously add more if we need to. And we don't want a stiff dough. We want a dough which is sort of like in between, not too stiff and not too soft. So when we make our rotis, they hold their shape. Needs a bit more water. Just make sure you've got no dry ingredients left at all. And that is the consistency of the dough that you're looking for. So it's not too soft and it's not too tough. And all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to transfer this into a clean bowl, just one of the ones that I used earlier. So just lift it up and just pop it straight in like that. Flatten it out and just scrape off any that you've got there. You don't want to waste any of that. And then just pop that on like that. Just take my glove off. Right, okay guys, once you've just transferred that into a clean bowl, all you need to do is just take a clean tea towel and just cover it and just let that rest for 10 minutes. And then after 10 minutes, we will start making our Miss Di Roti. So I will see you back shortly. Right, okay guys, to make Miss Di Roti, what I've done is first of all, I've just taken my salted butter and I've just popped it into my ramekin here, and I've just melted it for about 15 seconds, and I've got my brush to go with that. So I'm just going to pop that to the side. So it's had 10 to 15 minutes, this dough has, of resting. So we're going to now start making our rotinga. So for that, I've got some dry flour in a plate here. I've got my gloves on because, again, like I said, this is a very sticky dough, and you want to dust the surface that you're working on. Pop the roti down like that, and you want sort of like a decent sized dough amount. So probably a really nice size would be that, which is I don't know how to explain it, guys, but big enough so you're making it, just pretend you're making a paratha, so you've got like 2 dough balls, the size that you would normally make a roti with, so 2 lots of those. So yeah, so what you want to do is just form that and just sort of like dip it into the dry flour, just move that to the side, and now we're just going to roll into a chapati, so as round as possible and even on all sides. Make it as big as, you know, little as you wish, but just a standard roti size is fine. So like that, and not too thin and not too thick is always the key to Miss Di Roti. So we are good to go. Right, okay guys, this is looking perfect. Word of advice, do actually get some gloves on, because if you do it with just your normal hands without any gloves, then this dough is so sticky it will stick to your hands, and you will be constantly washing your hands in between making these rotis. So this is now ready, and I'm going to move my camera over and I'm going to show you how to make this. Right, okay guys, you can make Miss Di Roti in any pan. I've got my crepe pan here, which I'm using today. If you've got a tawa, you can use a tawa, and it is nice and hot, and I'm just going to add that straight in like that. Just one word of advice as well would be that don't leave your rotis lying on the surface too long. It does actually start sticking because of the nature of the flour that we've used, which is gram flour. It does stick to the surface, so ideally have everything ready. I've had to move my camera over and re-roll it because it stuck to the surface. But yeah, and now what we're going to do, my heat setting is on a 4 at the moment, and I'm going to cook this for about 2 to 3 minutes until the surface of this roti turns a different color. You'll notice the difference in color. It'll start sort of like darkening up a little bit, and that will indicate that it needs to be flipped over. And once that's ready, I'll show you how it looks. Right, okay guys, it's been about 2 minutes this has been cooking away. You can tell that the surface has like changed color slightly. It's gone a lot lighter in color. So at this point, what we're going to do is we're going to take our melted butter and we're just going to pop some all over the top like that. Be generous with this because this recipe does require this. Like that. And now we're going to flip it over. And we're going to cook it basically like a paratha until it's nice and golden brown and crispy on that side that we've just flipped. And we're just going to repeat the process again. So after about maybe say 4 to 5 minutes, we're going to put some more butter on top, and we're going to flip the side and do the same thing. I'm going to be using a spatula to do this. So just keep pressing down and just keep turning the roti around. Obviously I have a ceramic hob, so I need to keep moving things around because this intense heat coming through. Right, okay guys, this has been cooking away now, and I'm just about to apply the butter on top. So just do that. And let's just gently flip this over. Oh wow, perfect. Smells so good as well. Again, just repeat the process, give it a couple of minutes, maybe 4 to 5 minutes on this side as well. And you can see these cracks here in this roti, perfectly normal. Because you're working with besan, which is gram flour, this is going to happen. If you don't want this to happen, you can actually add more chapati flour in, sort of like the ratio, maybe 1 more cup of chapati flour to that the gram flour that we added. But my mum always tells me that Miss Di Roti is always made with more gram flour, and that is why it is called Miss Di Roti, which is the reason behind it. I mean, if you just wanted to add more flour into it just to make it a little bit more pliable, so you don't see those cracks, then you might as well just make a normal chapati. That was what Mum used to say. So let me show you this once it's finished and ready, but it smells so good. Right, okay guys, this is looking absolutely wonderful. It's cooked fully on both sides, as you can see. And all I'm going to do now is I'm just going to take it and just pop it into a clean tea towel. And I'm just going to apply a little more butter right on top, like that, and just cover it. And then I'm going to continue making all of my rotis, and I'll show you how they look once they're done. Right, okay guys, my Miss Di Roti is ready, and I'm just going to show you now. Oh my god, they look absolutely delicious, don't they? So this recipe gave me 6 rotis, so you can see that they're all there, and I've just placed them into a tea towel here just to keep them warm. Now they are best served piping hot as soon as they come off the pan, the tawa, whatever you make them on, and a nice knob of butter right on top, and that completes the roti itself. It's a meal in itself. I'm going to tuck into these now and tell you guys exactly how they are. Right, okay guys, I have plated up my Miss Di Roti, and just look at that. You can't have Miss Di Roti without having a good dollop of butter on there. Just look at that, it's melting away. Right, time to tuck in and relive my childhood memories. Oh, so this is how it's traditionally eaten. So you take your roti and you take your butter and you just dip that in, and you know what? It's the best thing ever. So don't even skimp this part, because honestly you don't know what you'll be missing. And it is a very heavy, a very dense roti, because we're obviously using gram flour to make this, and it is quite heavy. So yes, just bear that in mind, but honestly it's the best thing. Wow. Oh my god. Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Just look at that. It's drenched in butter and it's dripping as well. And that's the best thing about it. Oh my god. I'm gonna have some more, only because I feel like as if I'm like 12 again. Oh, bless my mum, she used to stand there and just make these for us. Oh, I love you, Mum. That is one of my favorite rotis ever. Guys, it's mildly spiced. The pop of those carrom seeds, the ajwein that we added, is coming through. So every sort of like other bite that you get, you'll get a pop of those carrom seeds. There's onions in there, and then there's the gram flour. Oh my god, and then the butter on top. Oh god, guys, you got to try the recipe out. Honestly, don't take my word for it. Please do try it. Let me know in the comments below how you find the recipe. Like I said, eat them soon as they're made, hot off the tawa or the pan, and then put your butter on top and just enjoy them. Honestly, you can have them with a curry, but we used to have them on its own just as a meal. So yeah, guys, I can't believe I've just shared this wonderful recipe with you all. Do try it. Let me know how you find it. Leaving you with this one, don't forget to subscribe to the channel if you haven't done already, like I always say this, and turn on your bell notifications, because without turning them on, you'll never know any new updates when I post them. So catch you next week with a new video. Till then, take care and happy eating.